This is a podcast called 25 Whistles, talking football, and they all wear a whistle. Yeah, it's stupid, but what did you expect? It's a podcast called 25 Whistles. 25 Whistles.
Oh, yeah. 25 Whistles brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings app and use the code BobbySports to get in on the action now. And what a show do we have today. Warm-up question. Would you cut off a pinky toe for a championship? It doesn't matter what team. It doesn't matter what sport. But would you cut off a pinky toe for a championship? Eddie, honestly.
I'm really thinking about this.
Because I'm assuming the Cowboys for you.
For sure, it is the Cowboys. But I'm thinking, like...
Butcher knife?
Can you lose your balance if you don't have your pinky toe?
Yes, but you'll adapt.
It's going to be falling over a little bit?
I think you adapt eventually.
It's kind of like the appendix of feet, I think, right?
No, man. You know what? It's just sports. I need my toes. I can't do it for the Cowboys.
You would not give up a pinky toe?
No, I'm going to be honest here. No.
I would, without a doubt, give up a pinky toe
What is
for a
your
Razorback football
problem?
champion. Without a
You're
doubt.
crazy.
Without a doubt. It's not even... If someone said, okay, I have a butcher knife, and not only that, I'm going to be able to put some antiseptic on it, little Neosporin, patch it up. They're not just leaving me in the woods with the toe
Neosporin's
cut
not going
off.
to do crap.
I know, but even if they'd say, okay, we're going to drive you to the hospital, and we're going to cut your toe off, and then quickly we're going to make sure you don't die of losing blood. Absolutely. Cut it off right now. You're going to give us a national championship in football, something I've never experienced? Yes, have them both. I'd give another one just for fun. Absolutely. Take them both, buddy.
What sport? Your football?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No doubt about it. Do it. I've never got to experience that. We're freaking Kevin. He's a Patriots fan. He's had one every 2 months he gets a new championship.
Yeah.
And I would assume your answer would be no because of that.
Yeah, that was my initial answer. Was like, no way. But I think that's because between the Red Sox, Patriots, every Celtics even, the last 20 years.
You don't have to keep going.
I'm just.
You don't have to keep going.
I'm like,
You don't have to
no.
keep going.
But in 10 years from now, if nothing comes through, then maybe.
How about a lifetime?
Yeah, then yes, I would. For sure.
Mike,
I would for sure.
for the Cowboys?
For the Cowboys.
Well, there you go.
I know people who have lost toes before. They've had to get them removed. They're fine.
They're pretty good.
You get a championship out of it, take it away.
You adapt.
Now that Mike's done it, I'm perfect. Then I keep my toe.
That means
he did it for us.
No, but you don't get to experience the championship.
don't?
Yeah, no, sorry, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Everything's blocked, championship related to you. Adam?
Yeah, definitely. Take that toe. I'm a songwriter. What do I need an extra toe? What do I need 10 toes for? I can do this. I can do this with 9 toes and the full heart of having won a national championship with the Razorbacks.
You know, I expected that from you, Kevin, to say no. But Eddie?
Guys, it's your toe. You're going to need it someday.
what?
But someday, you're like 50.
Let me tell you.
Your days are all on the front side.
I cut my finger one time, and I had to go to finger therapy. Dude, I was seriously couldn't bend my finger
A
at all.
finger sucks worse than a toe, though.
Yeah.
It's
You
still
have
an
to use it all the
appendix.
time, every day.
That's
That's one
different.
less toe to stub too.
To write, to type, to
Cut your toenails.
You don't need. Yes, one less toenail to cut. I've never cut my toenails though.
What do you mean?
I've never cut my toenails.
What do they just naturally drag them like a dog?
No, I guess I just pull them off.
What?
Sit there and peel them?
Wow,
Yeah, I guess I do.
it's a revelation.
That's crazy,
And
man.
then throw them in the trash.
Huh?
I've never taken clippers. I don't like that.
Even like your big toe?
Yeah, never. I've never used clippers.
That's a thick.
And I think
Whoa.
it's not so much about I like peeling them. I hate that clipper on a toenail. That to me sounds terrible, and it looks like it would hurt. I never clip my fingernails.
It doesn't hurt, but it's awkward though, and it's like doing your fingernails. When you do your
Never done it.
when you do your your left hand. When you cut your left hand, if you're right-handed, it's very easy. But when you go to the other hand, you're like, oh crap, it's a lot harder to do it with your left hand. With you, it'd be opposite.
Mine doing either, so it wouldn't be opposite.
Yeah.
It'd be
Okay.
neither either.
All right.
I do have something that I'm going to reveal coming up in a little bit that I think will, I'm just going to say, evoke emotion. I heard Mike make a noise.
Yeah, what was
Why?
that, Mike?
If it's what you're talking
It
about,
is.
yes, a lot of emotion.
What's he talking
Oh,
about?
no.
Coming up, something that will evoke emotion. I don't even want to say what emotion, honestly, because it's
Oh,
emotion
no.
evoking.
I feel like it's bad.
So maybe.
He was looking at you, so.
He's
No,
been looking
no,
at
no,
me.
no, it's not it. But first, let's get to the tittle tattle.
It's time for the stupidest name ever. It's the tittle tattle with Kickoff Kevin.
Do you think Tennessee will be looking ahead to their showdown next week with Alabama and fall asleep this weekend against LSU?
you know, a lot of these games happen and they're like, oh, they were looking ahead. But that usually doesn't happen when everybody keeps going, you think they'll look ahead?
Yeah.
I think that's just been said so many times that even the distraction of that problem, it's like a reintroduction of how important the game is to the players, because they're like, oh, I bet you guys are looking ahead. And they're like, oh, I'll show you. I won't even look ahead. I'll prove a point now. I don't. I think that'll be an interesting game. And I don't want to spoil my parlay, but I definitely don't. And I think they cover the 3. It was 3 when I looked anyway last. I think Tennessee will take care of business. And I think that listen, it's in Death Valley though. If I'm just going from memory.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the wrinkle that you worry about, because if LSU is competitive for a quarter, then that place, it starts hype, and if they stay in for a solid quarter, then they just get real drunk and they go crazy. And it's one of the hardest places to play. I've been there. It's crazy. And shout out to LSU. Eddie and I, didn't we play there once?
We did. We
No,
you
did
announced.
Yeah, that's
you
what
stage announced.
Yeah, that's stupid. I hate stage announcement.
But question about, playing like someplace at Death Valley. Can you close your eyes and like picture they're cheering for you instead of for LSU?
Okay, you could, but that's not really all it is. It's it limits efficiency because you can't communicate at times. So let's say you're on offense and they're yelling.
You can't hear
And as
the
much
play.
as you want to close your eyes and be like, wow, this is for me. I'm so loved.
So that's what I was thinking.
You also, if you're offensive lineman, you can't talk to each other. If you're trying to call an audible, you got to go to hand signals. So that affects the game as much as momentum.
And then LSU has the power to say, hey, shh, everybody quiet down.
They
We need
do,
to
but
hear each
often
other.
they're so drunk and they're like, oh, they want us to be louder or lower. they scream at a lower voice.
That's funny.
They do their arms down and they're like, wait, what? Okay.
It's confusing, but all right.
All right, what's the next one?
With both teams unranked heading into the red rival, with both teams unranked heading into the red rival, with both teams unranked heading into the red rival,
Red River. Red River.
Hold on, start over. You can just say playing each other. Who
Oh
cares?
my
Let's do it again.
God.
Go ahead.
All
And
right.
you can choose to leave this in if you want or cut it. I don't care.
I think it's kind of funny.
So good.
Go
All
ahead.
right, both Texas and Oklahoma are unranked heading into the Red River rivalry.
You got it. You almost got it.
This week, for the first time since 1998, is TCU and Kansas the biggest game in the Big 12 this weekend?
It is the trendiest game in the Big 12 this weekend. I think Oklahoma and Texas will always be a big game. I think what makes it bigger is they both are struggling, because it's like one of them is going to really struggle, and that doesn't really happen. I mean, sometimes Texas has not been great, but Texas is a 7-point favorite going into the weekend. Yeah. So I still think this is a bigger game as far as the culture of college football. But that TCU-Kansas game's fun. And Kansas is a 7-point underdog.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
In Lawrence. Game day is going to be there. So let's talk about them individually. I still think the big game of the Big 12 is the Texas-Oklahoma game, just because of what it means to college football in general. Those two, it's a big rivalry. Those two schools hate each other. That's cool. We love a rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
We love empires that rise. We love to see them get big. We love to see them fall.
We love to see him fall.
We love to build them up, and we love
Yeah.
to knock them down. And that could happen here a bit. I mean, if Sark loses, that's trouble. Is Ewers going to play? Oklahoma's got a ton of injury issues. Gabriel's probably not going to play. Maybe he is. Probably not. They got receivers out. They got linemen out. Oklahoma's got a ton of injuries. I mean, TCU broke them when they played them. Kansas State a little bit too.
Yeah.
I still think that game's a little bigger. But as far as the rankings go, and as far as like it being cool to see if Kansas keeps winning, that's all we care about. Let's be honest. If you're a TCU fan, I get it. It's cool. Your team's pretty good again. But we want to see Kansas win.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's what it is. I don't think a lot of people are interested in Kansas. The common fan doesn't know about Kansas yet. So I hope Kansas wins, just because it's cool to see somebody, like we said, we like to see sucky teams go up. And then when they get not sucky anymore, we like to see them fall back down. And so we're rooting for Kansas.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Texas, bigger, more fun, Kansas, TCU.
I have a question for Kevin.
Yeah.
So I'm from Texas, and so the Red River rivalry was definitely big. But coming from California, was that a big deal as well out there?
Yeah, it's usually, whatever weekend it's playing, that's the game of the week. But the thing is, it starts at 9 a.m. in California.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's
that's
the game of the
early.
week because it's
Yeah.
forced the game of the week. Like
Yeah.
the network makes it the game of the week. Because usually it's on ABC, Fox, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's just the game. So it's kind of shoved down it. But the reason it's the game of the week is because usually the teams are ranked high.
Yeah.
And it's not
exactly.
just a rivalry, it's just two national powerhouses as well, which is why it's fun this week, because ain't neither one of them national powerhouses anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I'm kind of more interested. Like, who's going to nosedive even farther, farther down? Okay, next one.
Patriots are breaking out the white and red throwbacks this weekend for the first time in a decade. Do you think these are the best alternate uniforms in the NFL?
That's a biased alert question.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you. Thank you. It had to be,
absolutely.
so just crank it.
It's so irrelevant.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so the Patriots third string guard, he looked real good in practice. How do we feel? Wait, what? Why are you even asking that?
Because everyone's breaking them out this year. You had the Commanders with all black last week.
Ask
the
us
Giants.
after. Ask us after
Everybody.
the game.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Do I think they're
Is
the
that a
best?
yes then?
I don't.
Throwback jerseys? Is that your favorite
But
throwback jersey?
I can't even picture it.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you
No,
can.
I can picture old Patriots jerseys from forever, but I don't know which one this is.
This is the one when they sucked in the 80s. Like, just
The
terrible.
white helmets, red jerseys.
And the guy,
The
you know,
old Pat.
Well, I know the guy.
Yeah.
I always thought the Bucks and the Patriots had the lamest helmets with the old school. But now that they're back again, I'm like,
They're cool.
It's cool that it's back.
you had a revolutionary soldier hiking a football. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I
It
never
is
really
awesome.
got that though.
That really is awesome.
It's like
It really
lyrics
is.
of a song to me. Even though they're there, I don't really pay enough attention to it sometimes. I didn't really realize it was a revolutionary soldier hiking
Yeah.
football.
It's hilarious. Like,
was-
who got that idea?
That was just a dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I'm going to go with incomplete grade on this one.
yeah,
I'll tell
dude.
you after the game,
Okay.
I did kind of like the Bengals whites.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Oh,
were
that's
sick.
killer.
Those
Yeah.
were pretty cool. And only because we're not used to them. I think if that was their every game uniform, it'd be like, eh. But because they're known as that orange with the tiger stripe, I did like the whites. I think the Bengals have the best helmets.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
By far, anyway. Next one.
Yeah. Do you think the Steelers are 2 touchdown underdogs for the first time this weekend since 1970 against the Bills? Will the Bills cover this?
Probably. I like that Pickett starting. It gives you something to actually watch with them. I mean, he throws a really good deep ball to have such small hands. I didn't watch a lot of Pittsburgh in college.
Yeah.
And then they went to the draft and they're like, he's got pee-pee hands.
I never heard that.
That was his thing. He had like
Oof.
super small hands. But then I'm watching him. I'm like, this guy chunks the crap out of the ball. How do you imagine if he had real life man hands? He'd really be tough. Usually, when something like this happens, they're just luring you to bet.
They're luring you to bet what? Pittsburgh?
Buffalo.
Oh.
They're like, they're a big underdog. I would stay away from this game because you got a new quarterback. I just have faith that Tomlin's going to figure it out, though, regardless. Do I think they'll lose by 14? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
But like, it's so big for the NFL.
It's
You're-
big.
You're just
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I want to
But
touch
that's
that.
why I wouldn't touch it because literally the Patriots or the Steelers could win and I'd be like, didn't see that coming, but it's the NFL.
Yeah, it is the NFL.
You know?
Steelers just can't stop the run, and they're having a hard time running the ball. So that's the only way they can beat the Bills.
Is that it, Kevin?
One more. The Ravens' last 2 home games, they've blown 17-plus point leads. They have another one this weekend against the Bengals. Do they need to win this to get back on track?
I don't think they have to. I mean, I think the Ravens are good enough. Their secondary's been a struggle for what a team that is, I guess, because they were good defensively for so long, we just automatically expect them to be good defensively. With Ray Lewis, we can go through all the great Ravens players. Same thing with Seattle. Like I just think of them as being good defensively because of all the years that they were really great with the Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
And so again, Harbaugh's the coach. I just assume they're going to fix it. I don't know that they will. I don't think they have to win. They're very talented in a lot of areas, and rarely does an NFL team have all the facets nailed. Usually they have, let's say if there are 3, offense, defense, special teams. That you have 2 and you figure out the other one. Just good enough to make it serviceable and win some games. So I don't worry about the Ravens. They got the future MVP.
Yeah, you said that.
I said that early.
And that. Oh, sorry. That was a whistle.
I would say the one thing you need to think about in that division, the Bengals have a really soft schedule coming up. They have they got the Saints, they got the Falcons, they got Cleveland, which who knows what they got, and then Pittsburgh and Carolina, and so they're getting that thing turned around, and they have a soft schedule going forward. So the Ravens are going to have to do something here to just keep from getting left in the dust. Honestly,
I think they're too dynamic to be worried about being left in the dust right now. Ask me after week 8.
Still too early.
yeah.
I think it's still too early. And then everybody's still talking about them going for around 4th down and the bad weather. Move on. I was listening to a podcast today. They're still questioning it. Move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
That's like Dez caught the ball. You guys know that.
Okay. Move
All
on.
right,
Yeah,
all right,
and they still bring that
all
crap
right.
up too. Yeah. Move on. Okay. Go ahead, Mike. Hit me out.
Stupidest name ever. It's the tittle tattle with Kickoff Kevin.
We have a clogged shower at the house. I just got a text.
Uh-oh. Do you need to go?
I thought that was the big news.
Oh, man.
His emotional
Hey, do
reveal.
you need to stop this podcast and go deal with that?
Well, I have a setting on my phone where I'll turn it completely silent, but only a couple people have the ability to make it vibrate. It's almost like if you keep your phone on silent, there are a couple emergency contacts that can make it make a noise.
Am I in there?
No, not
Oh.
not on quiet to vibrate.
Okay.
And you're also not on the other one, so I don't know why I set it up like that.
So I'm a nothing, none
Yeah.
of them. Okay.
But my wife is, and I was like, oh, she texted me during this, so something's up. Clogged shower. Yeah.
Better than a clogged toilet.
Yeah, setting that up. Yeah.
Tell her that.
No.
Hey, at least it's not the
I'm
toilet.
like, you know like comparison sometimes. When she tells me something's like, this is happening, I'm like, well, it could be worse. She doesn't like that.
No.
What I've learned is, and I don't know a lot about women because my wife's kind of the only real relationship I've ever been in where I've like invested enough to know about her like emotionally, is sometimes I've learned that women just want to be, and men too, but they just want you to be there with them in something more so than trying to fix everything. Try to fix everything or try to rationalize everything. Oh, that ain't so bad. Oh, your elbow hurts? That ain't nothing. At least it could be your foot and your knee. And she's like, no. My elbow hurts. And she wants to be like, oh, I'm sorry that hurts. Like, let me just sit here and this is not a real story about her elbow, but
Yeah.
I've struggled with learning that sometimes people just want somebody to hang out
I know.
and understand. But me, I'm like, oh, you think that's bad? Back in Vietnam, people get shot. She's like, what?
That doesn't work.
She goes, that's just nothing. I'm like, so that ain't nothing you're dealing with. Or I'll be like, well, let's just go to the elbow specialist. I know one. She's like, I don't need a specialist. I'm like, but wouldn't it be great to have an elbow specialist right now to help that boo-boo? And she's like, no. I struggle because I would do that. She goes, the shower's clogged. House could have burnt down. And we're lucky, aren't we? But that's not how she likes to be communicated with. And I've learned people in general, not even just women. Let me just say
Yeah.
it. I am an odd person who communicates in an odd way. So here we are.
Yeah.
Let's do an update on the coaches. Got to toot your book.
Oh,
Let
God.
me check the lines here. Do we have any coaches on the line? No. Eddie, you go first.
No, I got nothing. Who was my coach that I drew?
That's trouble.
Honestly, I'm in a place of like just giving up. I feel like I'm just one behind. I had to punt. I had to take a point off. Like, I don't even know who my new coach is now. I haven't gone to the directory,
Well,
looked
that's
for an
on you.
email.
That's on you, though.
I know. I'm deflated.
Okay, take a second and be deflated. Deflation is okay. You just have to reinflate.
Okay.
In life, we all get deflated, but it's when you pump yourself back up,
Yeah.
and you have to do that.
So who's my guy, Saban? Do you remember? Do you have that list?
He gets Saban accidentally.
Maybe that.
Mike will know. Mike, who did he get?
I had to look back at it.
Yeah, Eddie, that's up to you.
Yeah,
dude.
you
I
gotta
know.
keep up
You
with that.
did you redraw? Or
I did. I did
or you say
redraw.
with Florida. You didn't say with Florida, right?
No. I punted on Florida. Couldn't get Billy Napier. Now I got someone else. And I can't remember who it is.
Okay.
It doesn't work in anybody's benefit to tell them who
That's
his
true.
coach is.
That's true.
Oh, guys, I have it written. Okay, I can go back and listen to the
Kevin?
episode.
I had Harbaugh from Michigan. I did reach out. I emailed. I got something back, unlike Jimbo Fisher. And he says, thanks for reaching out and expressing, not Jim, or John. But
That's
we
probably why you went for the wrong coach.
Hey.
You're like,
I emailed the
hey,
Ravens. We appreciate the offer, but this is not something that Coach Harbaugh can commit to at this time. During the season, he only has time to commit to blah, blah, blah. I stopped reading.
So if that happens, Mike, do we get to move on if they turn
Yeah,
down?
you could. If it's a no, you can move on.
Yeah, it's a no.
I like it. Okay, Mike, what do you have?
Well, I have Coach Wilcox from Cal.
I thought we had him.
We had him, and then they hit me back this week that unfortunately he's not going to be able to do it this week. Maybe down the road.
Guys, I'm telling you, we're getting the same answers.
I know. It's a little more difficult than we thought.
They don't want to talk during the
During the
season. Do
season.
they talk to networks?
Yeah, they
In this-
talk. They do all kinds of interviews.
What
And they
the
do press
crap?
conferences. They do what they want to do. This is just a way for them to clear themselves of it.
We need to find a friend of this coach or whoever our coaches are. Somebody that can be like, hey, did you really need to do this? You should do that.
That works. Adam, who do you have?
I have Coach Heupel at Tennessee. I also emailed them. They also gave me the same, not during the season, but please let us know after the season's over. And I was like,
That's
eh.
guys. You can be a quitter.
Yeah.
You can move to somebody else.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
quitting.
Wait, but that doesn't mark us down, right?
No. I'm saying in general in life.
Oh,
You can be a quitter, and you can be deflated.
I'm deflated.
Hey,
Pump it back up.
pump it back up, baby.
Yeah.
So you can move on though. We can
Yeah.
draw again in a second if you'd like.
Yeah.
So you get a new one. You can have a new one if you want. Adam, I think Heupel's someone you could get.
I'm still got a few tires to kick around that thing.
I think that's one because we are close. If strategically done the right way, you can make it happen.
I think so.
So I wouldn't.
I'm not down and out yet.
Good.
Tell you what, though, we're gonna have a lot of coaches at the end of the season.
Well, here's the thing.
A lot of coaches.
Here's what I can do.
Off season.
Mike, what do you think about this wrinkle? If they go negative, should then to get back to the positive, can they just get any college football coach to get back to even?
I like that wrinkle.
That's
You're
good.
getting someone. You're in the negative.
Any college coach.
Any coach.
Sam used to say it.
Yes, any head coach of any Division I FBS or FCS school.
Oh, yeah, FCS too. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
FCS too.
Let's go.
This is great.
So that's how you can get out of the negatives.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can also draw a new person today. We'll get the hat for you.
Okay.
Okay. The protesters filed a report after the game, the one that ran on the field,
Yes.
and got jacked. I'm talking about he got ripped, and he's filed a report saying he didn't like that. And so, it goes to the question of should he be able to, press charges against anybody for what happened to him. I'll read you this story. The fan who ran on the field during the Rams in San Francisco on Monday night filed a police report against Rams linebacker Bobby Wagner. Shortly before halftime, you can't run. Here's the thing about protesters or people running on a field. You don't know if they have a gun or a knife or a bomb or if they're just yelling about animal or. So shut up. You got what you got, and I'm okay with it. And it just so happened you got what you got from somebody a lot bigger than you and in pads.
That's right.
Yeah.
He could have been saving somebody's life.
Right?
He doesn't know what that person's up to.
No.
So according to TMZ, the individual is an activist for the Berkeley, California-based animal rights group Direct Action Everywhere. We're trying to raise awareness. I'm going to raise awareness for you.
Action.
For other people around the field, that might happen to you.
Yes. So
Here's
don't
some
do
awareness.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even for protesters doing that, I don't think a football game is the place to do it. One, you don't get televised, right? So you
But
don't
you do
have.
get all over the internet. You do get a lot of play on like TikTok and YouTube. And,
Well, okay, you got me because I was gonna say the TV doesn't show you, and then everyone's drunk. They can't see what
yeah,
you're.
but who's watching TV? Everybody's watching social media like
That's
crazy.
true.
I saw
TikTok's
it.
got you.
Yeah, I saw the hit up close and personal. It's awesome.
I don't know.
I think the message is out. Two messages. One, I don't remember what the cause was. I knew it was something about animals.
You never do.
Yeah, but two, don't do that.
You're
That's
gonna
what's
get
happen.
nailed.
You're gonna get nailed. It is funny to watch people run on the field at a baseball game and then get away. Like they run, they do the thing, and they jump the fence and get back out, and you never hear. Like if you can do that and get away, that's pretty good. Like the fat security guys can't catch you.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You're not going to do that at a football game because there's too many fast people on the
Too
field.
many athletes out there.
I thought it was a gender reveal.
Because he had
Because he
pink.
had.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
I'm going to get to my it's emotion evoking statement in a second. Okay. Kenny Pickett bumped to number 1 on the Steelers depth chart, which we talked about a second ago. So that's something interesting about the Steelers. We need interest in the Steelers.
Yeah.
Because they've been struggling
What's up with Mitch? Is he done?
for now. There's always the risk of putting a new quarterback in and he really struggles and it kind of hurts him worse than it helped him.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but it's like, will he give him a little charge? That's the question. What do you have there? The hat? Okay. My new favorite player, Ho You Fat.
Shut up. That's his name.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
Yeah, it's gone completely viral. This season's hottest basketball jersey is from a player not even in the NBA. In the G League, for the G League Unite, there's a guy by the name of Steve Ho You Fat.
That's hilarious.
While Ho You Fat might be a normal name in his home country of French Guiana, I think how you say it, here in the States, Ho You Fat, not the same.
So that's his last name. So you're going to get that Ho You Fat in the back of the jersey.
That's what it says, Ho You Fat.
That's
And it's spaced
great.
out too.
Ho, yeah.
So
It's
good.
literally Ho You Fat. That is from Larry Brown Sports. Hey, reminder, 25 Whistles brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. I'm going to get to my parlay here, boys.
Come on.
No, you say come on, then you never bet it.
I'm doing it right now.
I think I'm going to do it this week.
Okay,
doing
now
it
it's
right
going to
now.
lose. I'm just letting everybody know.
Well,
Oh, no.
This is not the one then.
See, do you really want us
you
on
want
it or
to
no?
quietly do it. Anytime I follow
this
any
is
bet
true.
of Eddie's, he's like, hey, do this. Or he's like, I'm on that too. Like he didn't get on because of me, but he's like, I'm on that too. It's like an 80% loss.
Georgia last week, man.
And
he
I didn't
texted
pick
me.
it because of Eddie, but he's like, oh, I'm also on that. And I'm like, God dang, I missed
Stay off,
that.
Eddie.
That's not, that's just, there's no validity to that. That's just coincidence.
Yeah, but it's a lot of coincidences to where I, feel
that's
like
a
it's
lot.
valid.
It's a lot.
Okay, so brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings app and use the code BobbySports to get in on the action. My parlay this week Tennessee -3 at LSU. Da 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 ta ta da 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 ta ta.
All right. Click.
Are you betting it?
Eddie, stay off
Of course
of it.
I am.
It's a 3-gamer, by the way.
As long as if I see a money line in there, I'm out
Why?
because I'm only betting $5.
But it doesn't matter.
That money line brings it down, and I'm gonna.
It doesn't bring it down. It actually takes it up just a little instead of a whole lot
Go ahead. I'm still betting.
because there's a money liner in here. So I don't understand why you hate a money line. You would have won 3 times your money last week.
Yes, I would have won $8.
No, if you'd have bet 5, you'd won $15.
No, I bet one. I was gonna bet one last week.
Okay, then that's
$3.
still money. You're not making any sense here. Okay, up first, Tennessee -3 at LSU. Up next, Kansas State -2. Kansas State, pretty good,
I
boys.
like that.
Kansas State's got a good quarterback. Kansas State's got a good running back. He's only like 5'6".
Love that guy. Deuce.
Darren Sproles,
Yeah,
2.0.
that is really who it looks like. Except he's a little more solid than Darren. Darren Sproles was quick and small and
Yeah.
but like a little thinner.
Yeah.
But Kansas State's playing Iowa State, so I'm going Kansas State -2, and then I got a money line in here, Eddie.
All right, I'm ready for it.
You're not gonna like it. Are you gonna bet it or no?
I'm betting. I'm clicking them on them right now. I want to see how much money I'm gonna make.
Oklahoma State money line over Texas Tech, and that is a big spread. And I just think Texas Tech is just dynamic enough offensively to cover the spread. So I have Tennessee -3, Kansas State -2, and the Oklahoma State money line. If you bet, how much you bet, Eddie?
I'm looking right now. What time was that Tennessee game? Is that a late game?
Are you looking to put it in your thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what time it is.
I just can't find it.
I didn't realize we were going to see how much it made. I like that. I'll do it real quick. So Oklahoma State money line. Let's see. Kansas State. If you bet it as of now. Hold on. Kansas State -2. And finally, Tennessee -3. Boom. Got it. Okay. If you bet $20, you'll make $139 on that bet. It's a plus 600 basically.
Okay.
So get on it.
All right. Put $5 on it.
I'm gonna put okay. You may. I mean, now that you're in,
6:30.
we're probably gonna. What's up?
It's at 6:30.
Oh,
6:30
maybe my-
game.
Mhm.
oh, PM. I was like, maybe my odds are worse because I've been nailing so much. They make my odds worse. So there's that. A couple other bets I wanted to mention. Listen, I like Kentucky -6 at South Carolina, and that's been going up a little bit, or down a little bit because Kentucky's quarterback may not play. And if so, I still think they can beat South Carolina.
Yeah.
By,
Yeah.
but it's just always risky to bet anything whenever you don't know if the main guy gonna be the main guy. I'm gonna place that in there as I'm gonna bet it Kentucky -6, and I am putting it as one of my bets. It'll count against me if they miss. I'm also torn on the OU +7 because
Going back to him, huh?
Well, oh man, I go back to the well over and over because I need to root for them. Honestly,
that's true.
because I'm watching it with my wife. I'm going to bet OU +7 versus Texas. They may not have Dylan Gabriel, and their backup was not good last week.
And Quinn Ewers might play.
I know.
And that's not your parlay, right? That's
No,
just-
parlay's the parlay,
Okay.
but these other bets count. And then I'm going to go Arkansas +9.5, and they have possibly not a quarterback playing.
Yeah.
They're going to play their second, third string quarterback. I don't know. I mentioned it on Wednesday's show. I don't reach out and ask, and I got a call yesterday, and I was like, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I don't want to influence anything. So he's been practicing a little bit. He's going to travel with them. They don't know if he's going to be able to play.
Man.
But I'm betting all 3 of those injury games. You should never bet an injury game. I'm betting all 3 of them.
Yes.
I'm running hard.
I love that boldness.
Yeah, Kentucky -6, Arkansas +9.5, OU +7. So if you want to take the 25 Whistles parlay, check out DraftKings Sportsbook. New users use the code BobbySports when you download the app. 21 and up, most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for terms and resources. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER. In Tennessee, call or text the Tennessee REDLINE at 1-800-889-9789. In New York, 877-8-HOPENY or text HOPENY 467-369. All right, we got a couple things left.
I'm feeling good about this parlay, boys.
Great. It's going to miss.
I mean, I'm looking at
It's
it.
gonna miss.
It feels really good.
It's going to miss. I have my emotion-evoking situation coming up in a second. Let's go over to Adam and get in Adam Stats.
Adam Stats. Adam has all your stats for you. Adam Stats.
All right, Adam.
So we all know Nick Saban is virtually unbeatable in revenge games. He's 14-1 since going to Bama, which does not sound good for good old Jimbo and A&M. But don't just pound the money line here, because Saban is also 11-4 against the spread in the same games, covering by an average of 6 points. So
Revenge games isn't got beat last year. I was thinking revenge games like you want to punch Jimbo Fisher in the face for.
I think that's going to happen too, maybe.
that probably compounds it. Yeah.
But let's be honest here. I mean, Saban said the stuff about Jimbo, and then Jimbo came back and said the stuff about Saban.
He responded.
So it's like a weird revenge. But what Jimbo said was worse than what Saban said, even though Saban said it first. Because Saban was like, hey, we're not buying all our recruits. We weren't number one this year. And then Jimbo, which is true, and then Jimbo said, well, we know stuff. You want us to say it?
Yeah, but he didn't say anything.
I know, and that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so you're saying Alabama should run.
I'm saying pound that spread right there.
Okay.
So the other one has been going around on Twitter this week. Tom Brady seeking to avoid the first 3-game losing skid. It would be his first 3-game losing streak since 2002.
Oh, yeah,
which is
That's
I thought that
long
was a
time.
pretty crazy
That's since
stat.
when Reed was born.
Yeah, way back then.
Yeah. All right.
I thought that was a pretty crazy stat, but one of the things that critics of Brady will say is like wins is not a QB stat. What do you think? Do you think QB wins are overblown as a QB stat, or do you think we think about them in the right way?
I think it's a big part of it. I think
I mean,
Dan
they play to
Marino's,
win.
I think Dan Marino's a great quarterback. I think because he didn't win a Super Bowl doesn't mean he's not one of the greatest ever.
That's true.
You can't say he's the greatest ever because he didn't win a Super Bowl. So it matters. I think there's nuance involved, like with everything in life. And I think people who often argue these things are idiots who don't use nuance in any part of their life. So yes, it's a big part. Pitchers are paid based on wins and losses.
Yeah.
But also their offense has to score for them, right? So again, it takes but that's a crazy stat. That's not just a win. That's a 2002. That's 20 years.
Yeah.
That's not just it being overblown or not. I mean, he has to be so good because his offense going to be good some years, not others. His defense going to be some. So that's a him thing to do it for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. What were you going to say, Eddie?
I don't remember.
I like it.
I don't remember anymore.
I like it. You ready for my big announcement? Is that what it is?
Yes.
All right, close it up with Adam there, Mikey.
Adam Stats. That's Adam Stats. He's got those stats for you.
All right, I'm going to do this, and then we're going to get to the Trent Dilfer interview. So I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to be deflated. Okay? That's what I'm going to lead with.
Come on.
So I've been emailing back and forth with the Dallas Cowboys, and I've read every email on this show so far to where I go, hey, I'd like to interview Jerry Jones. They say, I don't know. I said, well, is there any way this is my credentials? Oh, okay. Well, let me talk to him. We still haven't talked to him. We'll talk to you soon. I reach out. Hey, don't forget about me. They say, we haven't forgot about you. We're going to meet with Mr. Jones, go over some stuff tomorrow. I got an email. What's today? Thursday?
Today's Thursday.
I got an email a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's from Tad Carper, the Senior Vice President, Communications, Dallas Cowboys Football Club. Same person I've been going back and forth with. And again, the words interested are still in these emails. So the door is still open. Because if they're interested, then that means they're still open to it.
What did the damn email say? What did it say?
Relax, bro.
Dude, what did it say? Come on.
So Tad Carper hit me up and said, hey, Bobby, very interested in doing this. And he asked a question. How would it be taped? Would there be the potential for you to come to Dallas for an upcoming game and do it in person as
Absolutely.
as our guest with Jerry?
Yes, we can.
No.
Yes, we can do that. We can do that absolutely 100%.
Are you serious?
Isn't that funny?
No. This is fantastic.
That's funny. That's awesome.
What game? What are we doing? When are we going?
Yeah, hold on.
We got to book flights, dude.
Let's not get a bunch of mouses in our pockets.
I got an email from Southwest. We can get cheap ones right now.
I'll read the email, no interruption. Hey, Bobby, very interested in doing this. How would this be taped? Would there ever be the potential for you to come to Dallas for an upcoming game as our guest and do it in person with Jerry? Signed, Tad Carper.
Yes.
Wow.
Come on. What are we waiting on? Bones.
I replied, I said, hey, I literally have to check my schedule and see where I'm going to.
We can make room for this.
Okay. Regardless, I'm going to hit them back probably today and look at some of the home games they have. Is there
Oh gosh. Let's look at the home games.
What do you mean, let's?
Let's look at these
I
home
can't show up
games.
with 10 people.
No, you don't need to. It's two of us.
But, yeah,
It's just two of us. Mike, it's three of us.
Hey,
So
Oh, Adam, it's 4 of us.
that's the problem. I can't show over the big.
Crap.
We will figure this out, but I'll hit him up today.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, huh?
That's
Oh
awesome.
my goodness. See, we don't need Kevin to be there, so that's one less.
We don't. That would be pretty cool. Okay, over to Trent Dilfer.
Holy crap.
He's the man. Let's talk to Trent Dilfer. Okay, so I'm not Trent Dilfer. I'm me. I just threw me. Hey, so we're at my house, and apparently there's been some communication issue. We are here without him. We've been here for like 40 minutes, and so there was some wire crossed. We don't know what it was. Eddie, what do you think happened here, buddy?
I mean, from what I've heard, it's been an email communication
I
thing.
know. Crazy these guys never got his phone number.
Which is crazy. And I
what do you
mean,
have to say for yourself, Kevin, Mike?
That's how we book all our interviews. Email.
But don't you have their cell phone number too?
Usually, I give them my number to say call me when you get here, and then that's when I get their number. But usually, if it's all through email, it's fine. This has never happened.
This is the first time I've ever been ghosted, and I bet it's just some sort of lack of communication or somebody. I don't know. But there's no Trent Dilfer.
are we 100% it was Trent's email? Like, could it have been someone else that
Was
emailed?
it T Dilfer 69 at Hotmail?
He
Because
signed it TD.
we just called the athletic office, and the lady answered the phone. I was like, "Hey, is Trent there?" And they were like, "No, he's not, but I'll leave a message." And so I left a message. She said, and who's calling? I said, "Bobby Bones." She goes, "Oh, listen to your show." And I was like, "Well," so I'm sure we will figure out soon what happened, our fault or theirs. Who knows? Either way, we don't have Trent Dilfer. So I'm going to throw this commercial. All right, back from commercial, and still no Trent Dilfer. We're very excited about this, and I guess we will find out soon what happened. Mike, is there anything you'd like to say before we
I had
conclude it?
confirmation. Never
Yeah.
happened.
Yep. Multiple confirmation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin's in this too. I forgot.
yes,
It's your
yes,
fault
yes,
too.
yes, yes. I mean, yeah, my fault. No, yes. But lesson learned.
And what's the lesson we learned here?
Get a number.
Yeah, do you have a cell phone number if you were an assistant I could call if anything changes? That's what it is, more so than Mr. Dilfer can have your number. You'd say, hey, if there's any sort of change in schedule on your part or ours, can we get your assistant's number? And most of the time they'll go, here's mine. But you do that so they don't feel like you're just trying to get their number.
Yeah. And we do that so we're not doing what we're doing now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'd say that it's been fun hanging out with you guys, but I was hanging out with like an hour before this, and I'm at my own house, and I got to go to the bathroom, and I got some NBA 2K I need to go play.
I'll say it for you, Bones. We're disappointed in you guys. All right? We're a little disappointed.
Hey, wait. Doesn't your kid?
No,
Are
no
you-
my
are-
kid's playing his flag football
I
camp.
thought you know him. I thought you know him.
No, I've seen him around, but
Yes.
no.
The question was, has anyone ever met him? And Eddie goes, yeah. And I said, well, I have. I met him once. I was working out, and we talked for a little bit. And then Eddie goes, I haven't met him. I just saw him.
I see him a
I
lot.
saw him. I see him
a lot.
I see him a lot. That's like when Aaron Rodgers said he was immunized. You basically hit us with that.
I haven't
You got
met
immunized.
him. but-
Okay, so we're officially giving up
Yeah.
as of it's 39 minutes past when he was supposed to be here. We will find out why. I'm sure you. My prediction is you'll get an email in like 3 hours going, wait, that was today, or no, you told me the wrong, or something, or he's sitting it like 3 houses over. You guys typed the address wrong by a number or something. Something happened, but we will hopefully get Trent Dilfer sometime soon. All right. So then what Mike? Am I throwing back to me?
Yeah.
In
back
the
to
other
you again.
studio?
Yeah.
Doing our final moment.
Final
This is
moment.
awkward.
Okay. All right. Well, as they say in Hollywood, that's showbiz, baby. All right. No Trent Dilfer this week. We could even cut out all the references to him, but I decided we would just roll like this.
Yeah.
We're all here. Why not turn the mics on? You know what I'm saying? All right. There you go. And that's a wrap. All right. Final thought, guys. Let's get on to this.
I don't have a final thought. I mean, tell me when to book these flights. That's my final thought.
Okay. What do you mean book these? What?
Let's book these flights. We need to get to Dallas,
I don't
dude.
even know what games are home, when. I don't know where I'm going to be yet. I haven't even looked, but I will look today.
You guys talk. I'll
What,
look at the
Mike?
schedule.
They got the Lions at home, October 23rd.
We don't want that one.
The Bears
The
at home.
23rd doesn't work because I am doing a show the 22nd in Nashville.
The Bears on October 30th.
We don't want that one.
They have the Giants on November 24th.
We want that one.
They have the
That's
Colts.
the 24th. Isn't it?
That's Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving.
Can we
That's
do Thanksgiving
There's
in Dallas?
too much around that.
That's Thanksgiving Day, actually.
Yeah, there's too much around that. Yeah.
We have the Colts December 4th. Texans December 11th.
I don't want to wait till December.
Yeah. Sooner the better.
We're gonna have to take Detroit.
we're gonna have to. Well,
Hey, that's
Why do you care who they play?
yeah.
I mean, I want
Now
to
you're
see a
getting
good
picky,
game.
dude. Hey,
I want to
I'm
see
not
a good
picky,
game.
Bobby, by the way.
you know what? I'm only taking one of you.
Yeah.
You'll be competing. First person to get their coach.
Oh no! Don't do that.
I'll drive to their house right now.
I know.
25 Whistles Hunger Games.
Oh, this is amazing.
So there you go. We can
Wow.
just end on that.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of
Yeah.
shaking right now. So okay, quickly then. Game you're most excited for this weekend. We'll do that as our final
Oh,
thought.
perfect.
Eddie, go.
Yeah, Cowboys Rams. Like, dude, we can win one more. If we can
That's
beat
true.
the Rams with Cooper Rush, I mean, guys, I hate to say this. But I'm going to say it. We're going to Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh.
He said the line.
He did it.
Idiot. Idiot. Kevin.
Bengals Ravens for me. Sunday night primetime. Burrow, Lamar. Let's go.
Mike.
I'll go with the Cowboys as well.
Yeah, Mikey.
I won't say what Eddie said though.
Adam.
Cowboys and Rams is going to tell us so much about what the NFC is. The flip side of that, Packers and Giants. Are the Giants actually good, or are they just kind of like winning football games? Hard to tell, but I think it's going to be an interesting game.
I go with Tennessee LSU because I think that I'm the only college game here, but I think that if LSU can win this game, they're back quicker than folks thought. And if Tennessee wins, and they should, that sets up next week. That's a big one, with Bama. So that's my game of the week. You guys have a great weekend. Watch all the sports, and we will see you on Monday. Bye, everybody. Oh,
Whistle out.
I know. All right. Let's all blow. Here we go. Whistle out. 1, 2, 3. All right. We'll see you next week, everybody.